Hello, Spoons313 here, and I've got something rather different to show today in this video. It's on the subject of aliens, colonial marines, and it's a lovely little log file I found in this location, and it has a bizarre link to Pearl Harbour in it for some reason. You'll find it at your local disk, Program Files 86, Steam, user data, the number 155268410. You go into your UGCMS or UGC message catch, and then it's the one that starts with 6FE3CED. La la la. You click on that, which I can show you now. Actually, if I close WordPad here, and then I'll open this with WordPad. There we go. That's what comes up. Now, the only reason I actually found this is because I was looking at the exact date on here of when I last played the game, which on this one at the moment is the 15th, so it's a few days ago, because I haven't been on it over the weekend to test. I'm going to test it again tonight. So that's the way I found it. I've made sure it's got the actual date of when I played it, so I could identify between all these, because there is an absolute ton of these in here, as you'll see, which are for all the other games you play. But this one in particular is for aliens, colonial marines. Let's bring this up on the screen. Now, it's got some normal stuff in it, and I'll just read whatever I can. Some of it's encrypted. And I've got a hex editor, but I'm not experienced in hex editing, so if I put it in there and it doesn't read it, it's no point. But there's a lot of paragraphs of text, and then there's a lot of addresses on it, web addresses at a.akamid.net / and then the corresponding other text. I have put those into my web browser, but nothing comes up, unfortunately, which is weird. Let me see, if I, for instance, copy this one, https steam user image, blah 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 blah. How many of these, is that a complete one? Oh, no, it goes up to here before https again. If I copy that one into my web browser, bear with me, you'll see that for some reason nothing comes up, because this is old from the actual developers back in 2013. Here we go. And there it is, /ZG. It's not doing anything. Let me just tap enter on my keyboard. Search only for blah, 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 blah. Let me see here, what we got here? That's the one, isn't it? I might have got something on this one. I posted 2 years ago, you effing troll, shut the F up, laugh out loud. Okay. Someone's put that link on here, but it doesn't. Restart required. The game will now restart due to an update failure. Look at that, it's just linked me to Call of Duty World War II. That was weird. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's weird. But that's not what I'm doing a video about. I'm doing a video about what's written in here. So I'm just going to go down the screen and I'm going to read it. The first part says, Aliens, Colonial Marines, all-in-one collectibles and achievement guides. In these videos, I will show you where to find all audio logs, dog tags, legendary weapons, and get the level specific achievements in order when you find them. So obviously, one of these is a link to this, and that's the text in the video or something, but I don't know. This just seems to be images, not a link to any specific video. I'll scroll down a bit. Load more hyperlinks, and then it suddenly says Aliens, Colonial Marines, HUD off, heads up display, short HUD, the term in computer games, which is a component of a graphical user interface which is used to display important information directly during gameplay. So that's telling you what a heads up display is. I think we all know that. Blah 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 blah, and then we go down here, load more hyperlinks, and then it says how to fix the never-ending relaunch of Aliens, Colonial Marines. For some people, Aliens, Colonial Marines relaunches every time you quit the game. That's been fixed by Templar now in this V6 build. There are many tips to fix this, but they either don't or just temporarily fix the problem. You can use my already compiled executable or make your own using my source code. That's up to you, encrypted, encrypted, encrypted. Aliens, Colonial Marines, modding or configuration. It's broken paragraphs of conversations and messages and hyperlinks, and this is all in the log, which updates every single time you close the game down. So a lot of it's got no reason to be in there. And then we go down, more hyperlinks. Aliens in Multiplayer 101. An introduction to the aliens in multiplayer because there is none. And the more you know. That makes no sense. P.S. Aliens are not underpowered. They're just as strong as the Marine. Even though it doesn't say the, it says just as strong as Marine. Though Marines are better on certain parts of certain maps. Double negative, really. Than aliens. The same is true, vice, and that would have said versa, then it's encrypted again. Aliens, Colonial, Marines, gameplay basics, blah 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 blah. If anyone wants to take the time to search this out and try and go through this encrypted stuff, you know, it's up to you, but I don't know. So we go more hyperlinks as we go down, and then it says, tip for locating audio logs and dog tags, a legendary weapon, an easy tip for locating audio logs and dog tags. Encrypted, Colonial Marines. And then we've got more hyperlinks, and then it says Aliens, Colonial Marines, the missing manual. Aliens, Colonial Marines, the missing manual hopes to fill many of the questions unanswered by the manual gearboxes provided for the PC, including how to change your character and weapons, finding players by changing your server, joining encryption, Aliens, Colonial Marines. And it keep having these little lists and everything. Gameplay basics, walkthrough, game mode, modding configuration, weapons, multiplayer, Dutch, English, French, German, Italian, Norwegian, Portuguese, brackets Brazil. More hyperlinks, load more encryption. I might see if I can just copy this paragraph and put it in this hex editor and see if it can read it. I really don't know. Keep going down, more hyperlinks. Better visuals in gameplay. Would you like to play this game in a more visually appealing setting? Then read on. Blah 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 blah. Aliens, Colonial Marines. Blah 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 blah. And it just gets more and more bizarre. More hyperlinks, and then an analysis of weapons and mechanics. This is a document with a lot of technical analysis supplemented with observations. Now, is this going to be the links to all of these things? Shall I try another link? Let's go from here again, HTTPS hyperlink. And that's got a / I got a feeling that the rest of the hyperlink's encrypted, so even if I don't put the / in it, let's just copy that. Oh blimey, will you just keep the web browser open behind? It's a lot easier. Let me see now. It's there. Will it open? Nothing seems to be happening. Bizarre. Enter, you lazy sausage. Steam user image A. Ahmed. So, scammers hijacking friends' accounts to steal your info. What's all that come up for? Is this link legit? Let's have a look. Is this link legit or a scam? Akmal is a large company that catches and redistributes information more locally for websites, blah blah, www.akamai.com. But if you're going to post a link to one of your Steam screen snapshots, it'd be best to go to your content. Right. So that's what this Akamai thing is. It's a large company that catches and redistributes information more locally for websites. So, yeah, notice you're leaving Steam. Well, I'm not going to go on that. So that's what this Akamai thing is. It's got loads and loads of stuff from Akamai saved into our log, which is odd. But it's all ahmedihd.net. And I can't see the document because I can't get linked to it. Keep going. What have we got? More hyperlinks. And then more we can read. ACM custom settings. Custom ini files settings explained. Oh, and dear Gearbox, yes, especially you, B Randy /B, you owe me. A fixed ACM AI, a fixed ACM Aliens AI behaviour, ACM Unreal 3's engines, or your own renderer having the DX10 or 11 enabled, one of each encrypted, Aliens, Colonial Marines, modding or configuration. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be able to read this, but bear with me because I don't have any experience with hex editors. I know what they are and what they're for, but it's just not something that I personally have ever bothered messing around with. Short of just copy pasting into it, just not something I've taken the time to learn, but I've got one here. Let me see now. I'll see if I can open it from here. If I go, I've still got the other one in the background, don't worry about that. Oh, saying that, I could bring notebook back up. No, here, there it is, sorry. Like that. I could drag and drop that in there. No, it's still encrypted in there. Put that to hex. I don't know, it's just not what I do, unless I'm actually using this to encrypt the data myself instead of decoding it. Look at that. So Windows ANSCI is reading parts of it, but it can't read all of it. But I can mess around with this for ages, and I don't know, I just can't be bothered. It's a lot of messing around, it's not worth it. Okay, where were we? Let's keep going down. Over TemplarGFX Aliens Clone Marines Overhaul Guide. It's got links from Templar in here too. I don't know whether he realises it's in here or what, but this is in the user data. It's always in the user data, so obviously things are getting added to it all the time. But the most bizarre thing is Pearl Bloody Harbour being in it. I don't understand why that's in there. Keep going down. Marine Multiplayer 101, an introduction to the Marine team in multiplayer. Keep going down. Can't read any of that. Keep going. Story on Law. Simplified Chinese. Right. Survival Guide for the Lone Bug Hunter. Why should Ellen Ripley always be the last and only survivor of a xenomorph infestation? Be the envy of your platoon and the pride of the USCMC. Prepare yourself today with this comprehensive guide for the solo bug hunting enthusiast. I think a lot of these links are dead, really. I think the newer ones probably aren't. Like this one here, steamcommunity.com, groups, movie pack, map, aliens, Colonial Marines URL. And what we got here, Akamai sharing things again, Akami HD sharing things again, and part of someone's letter here. Dear Gearbox, you did great work with the update so far. Can you please make an option to switch the grain on and off? This would be great, I think, and my friends too, that the game looks much better without the grain after the 4GB update. And there, encryption. So I can't read all this because most of it's encrypted, but it's just all broken. I don't think any of this is detrimental to running my game. You know, it's not what I would expect to find in a log. I thought my log would just have information of what was happening in my game. You know. Keep going down. This is my user data, so it should be personal to me and what I do in the game. More hyperlinks, and then it says multiplayer marine optimal loadouts. I know it's a bit late to write a guide about this, but since the game went recently on sale, I was thinking maybe a few new players need a bit of help to better understand how to play this game, and the multiplayer portion the best way they can. Right, loads of links. If you want to look this up yourself and try see if any of these links still work, or going through the encryption, you know, go for it. Let me know what you find. Easter egg collection of aliens, Colonial Marines. There's so many hyperlinks. More hyperlinks. Clean HUD and RMAT smart targeting scope. Nerf in weaponry attachments. Smart targeting scope is unique and ultimate badass. I will get to this Pearl Harbour thing. It's down here somewhere as we keep going. It's the most odd thing I've found in here. Completing Wave 30 in Mercenary. Basic strategy. This guide is a basic strategy guide in order to make hordes easier to combat. We've already beaten all that anyway. Didn't need anyone's strategy guide. I find part of the fun of games is working out your own strategy. Need help with achievements? No problem. Read. Just join this URL, Steam Community ACM United. Easy challenges in Aliens, Colonial Marines URL, and post what you need there. Ooh, so we see if this one works. Let's see if this one works. Oh, come off there. Oh, I've come off the whole bloom thing now. Right, let's post in here. Sorry, an error was encountered by processing your request. No group could be retrieved from the given URL. See, all these URLs are dead so far. I mean, like I said, I haven't put all of them on, but that seems pretty dead to me. Let's just check my audio there. Yeah, that's fine. Where were we? Challenges. Yeah, we've done challenges. Keep going. More English, French, Chinese. There's more and more Spanish, Swedish, Thai, Turkish, Ukrainian. Hyperlinks. So many hyperlinks. Aliens, Colonial Marines, modeling on configuration again. Holographic spaceship battle Easter egg. Watch my video I made on what happened when you shoot the space jockey's head. Also, I made this on Xbox 360, not PC, and yes, I play this on Xbox 360 too. Well, obviously you do if you made a video on it. Marines, Colonial Marines, blah blah blah, load more encryption. Alright, more, and there's something else we can read here. Passage of Game Aliens, Colonial Marines. This passage of Game Aliens, Colonial Marines. I have made it itself. You can look at game video passage. I will show this game from the beginning to the end. That's some really bad broken English there. Aliens Colonial Marines is a first-person shooter based on the Alien movie franchise. It's based on James Cameron's Aliens. It's based on that one, but yeah. I know the franchise. The first movie was Alien, but I don't know if we want to call the entire franchise just Alien. Because I'd say because it's multiple films with multiple different aliens and things, I would have called it the Aliens franchise, but you know, whatever. Keep going. And then it goes all of a sudden all these hyperlinks and suddenly says, how to find Jonesy Easter egg. In the escape map Nostromo, you'll find the cat. And it stops, it's encrypted again. Now if I knew what encryption they use, we'd be able to read this, but I just don't know. More about Aliens Colonial Marines, the missing manual. Blah 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 blah. Let me see. Let's have a look. Let's keep this up on the screen. I might just paste it in here just to see. Oh, it's not going to let me paste it, is it? It's going to be stupid about it. Damn. Maybe I can just drag the text. Not in this program, Buster. Nah, won't let me do it. It either wants to open the entire file or nothing. Screw it. Right. I'd have to copy that into another file and do it. I can't be bothered. Let's keep going. I don't want this video to be too long and boring, do we? Hyperlinks. Glitch out of map in Alien Colonial Marines. Blah, 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 blah. Fix Aliens Colonial Marines defaulting to the wrong resolution. This is a step-by-step guide for fixing the Aliens Colonial Marines default resolution startup problem. ACM has many known issues, but one that affects some computers is the resolution reverting back what the game has detected as your default. Keep going. So basically it's just loads of hyperlinks. Why is the hyperlink and you use it? Why are all these hyperlinks and you use it data for this rubbish? No one would ever come in here and read it. Majority shareholder. I only found this because I was looking for where the save data was. Come across it by accident. I have clicked on some of the other ones, and the ones I've clicked on don't have half as much data as this ACM one. Most of them have a couple of lines. That's it. They're not full of hyperlinks and stuff. I'll click on a few after so you can see it in contrast. Small tip. Disable intro movies. You can disable intro movies without editing the settings file. To do so, follow these steps. Right click Aliens Colonial Marines in your library and select Properties. Hit the set launch options in the and that's gone. Updated reshade for Alien Colonial Marines. TemplarGFX overhaul mod is absolutely excellent. I agree, but I really wasn't happy with the Master Effects stuff, so I made my own alternative. I wonder if he knows about that. even other people's stuff's getting in here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This isn't a real guide, but rather a request. Can people start playing other game modes than just Team Deathmatch? It makes it impossible to unlock anything else. Thank you. I wonder how fast this is going to get taken down. Oh, and enjoy this goat picture. Told you it gets bizarre. What's a goat picture about? Team Deathmatch basics, facts and videos for TDM newcomer. Blah 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 blah. How to make friends. Here we go. This is where it gets weird. Now, bear in mind this is Aliens, Colonial, Marines. User data log, and all of a sudden it goes to how to make friends. Pearl Harbour is a US naval base near Honolulu, Hawaii, and was the scene of a devastating surprise attack by Japanese forces on December the 7th, 1941. Just before 8 AM on the Sunday morning, hundreds of Japanese fighter planes descended on the base where encryption, encryption, encryption. What the hell is that doing in there? What on earth has that got to do with Aliens, Colonial, Marines? I don't know. How to make Aliens, Colonial, Marines fun? It's already fun. How to have fun and enjoy Aliens, Colonial, Marines. Encryption, encryption, encryption. More hyperlinks that are all dead from akamihd.net. How to unlock challenges, skins and weapons rewards. Unlock challenges, skins and weapon rewards with near empty multiplayer that makes things impossible. Well, hopefully we're going to get a lot more people coming back to this game, and there'll be a new multiplayer community on this game. Because V6 is fixing everything and it's fantastic. And we've reached the bottom of this file. So yeah, the Pearl Harbour thing was right near the bottom, which is really, really bizarre. So there you go. This file starts with 6FE3. It's full of hyperlinks. You've only got to pause the screen. You can see where it is on the computer. Hopefully it should be in the same number. I don't know if that's going to change. Well, no, it shouldn't change, should it? I don't know if this is going to change depending on how, what your list of installed games is, and if it changes the name based on what number it was when it was installed, if you get what I mean. If I just pick another random one, these are all cached MSG files in our user data. Let's click on this one. I don't know what it is. Open with WordPad. They are. Nothing. Let's open this one. Nothing. Well, I can't read it. What else have we got? This one from 2017. Open with nothing. Weird. But the Aliens, Colonial, Marines one is just full of garbage. It's really, really weird. I'm going to go completely random down here. Let's have a look at this one. What's this one for? Reworked all materials from the ground up to make more consistent. Added small areas that's default tinted to black. That's for Warframe. That's a Warframe file. Because I play a bit of Warframe. And more hyperlinks. Weird. But I never would have expected to find anything about Pearl Harbour in that file. But yeah, that's in the UGC message catch. So, odd. Check it out anyway and see what you think. Weird. I'll catch you in game. Ta-ta.